Welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to show you the program that I use and the settings I use to record videos and stream. I've had a few requests to make this video and I'm happy to do so. I am going to make this one pretty short and simple. So the program I use is OBS. That's what's open, that's what's here in front of you. I'm going to take you into the settings and I'm not going to go through every individual setting. I'm only going to show you the settings that I use, that I change, that I think are helpful to me. So with that said, first thing is output. When you're streaming, you only have one audio track, unless there's something I don't know. To my knowledge, you only have one audio track, which is kind of annoying, but it works. It's whatever. When you're streaming, I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot. For the encoder, I'm using NVIDIA. You guys might be using AMD, but for me, for my settings, I'm using NVIDIA. I use the NVIDIA codec. For rescale output, I don't touch it. I just leave it to my monitor's native resolution, and for my bitrate I use a constant bitrate of 15,000 kilobits per second. My preset is set to quality, my profile is set to high. Now you can go higher or lower with the quality settings. You might want to play around with this. I think it works perfectly. I don't really have bad latency issues or anything like that, bad stuttering, and the quality still looks okay. I mean, it looks as good as a stream does, I guess. And recording, I go a little bit higher on the quality because you're recording, you're not streaming. You know, it doesn't affect the performance as much. So I use a constant bitrate of 25,000 kilobits per second, and I have the preset set to max quality and the profile also set to high. And in audio, I didn't really change anything here. I don't use replay buffer either. Like I said, I'm only going to show you the settings that I mess around with. Here in audio, this changes for me. When I'm recording, I have my desktop audio disabled. And the reason for that is, here I'll show you, I like to create my own audio inputs, and it for me makes it easier when I go back to edit the video to have separate audio tracks. This makes it a little easier for me. So like, for example, you can see I have all these audio tracks here, so if I'm doing a Battlefield video, then I can enable the Battlefield audio, and you see it pop up over here. If I'm playing Battlefield with some friends on Discord, then I can enable the Discord audio. Now, again, this is different when you're streaming. When you're streaming, you can only have one audio track. So what I will do when I go to stream, I'll bring you back here in the settings. When I go to do a stream, I have to go into audio and I have to enable my desktop audio to default, or whatever output device it is that you want to use. Again, I believe that's because when you're streaming, you can only have one audio track, unless there's something that I don't know about streaming. I'm pretty sure that's how OBS works. So last two settings I'm going to show you here is process priority in advanced. I changed that to above normal. I didn't mess around with this. Last time I tried to mess around with this stuff, I had some really bad performance issues. So my recommendation for all this is don't touch it. Just leave it alone. In video, the base and the output resolution, I just leave that to my monitor's output resolution. I don't really see any need for downscaling it. What I do change in here is my FPS value, and I change that to 60, and that's because my monitor's refresh rate's kind of weird. It's 95 hertz. I don't know if anybody that really watches video in 95 frames. So for YouTube purposes, and just because most people watch video in 60 hertz or 60 frames per second, I set it to 60. So that's it for this one, guys. OBS Studio, it's a pretty well-known application. I've used it for quite a while. I've had plenty of time to tinker around and fine-tune the settings to where they work really well for me. Hopefully these settings work really well for you, or at least kind of get you in the right direction. And again, I made this video based on a request. So if there's any requests that you guys have, please leave it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to do it. Thanks again for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit like, get subscribed for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.